All right, hello, welcome back, everybody. PayPal, Patreon, and the YouTube Super, whatever button links are all down below if you want to support me. Only do so if you actually can. And as always, in the description, there's a link to a free to access Google Drive with folders containing all kinds of different graphs across oil, energy, mining, etc. But anyways, this is a quick little news flash video just mentioning the recent discovery, worthwhile oil field offshore Brazil very recently in the offshore block whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce. It has been sized up to contain roughly 8 billion barrels or so, and production or output capabilities from any particular field do vary a lot depending on the individual flow rates, the pattern of the geology, etc. But based on prior offshore history, this should, if its output is maximized as quickly as possible, be able to jump up to, within a few years of its startup, somewhere between 500,000 and 1 million barrels per day of production that it would be able to then maintain for a few years, 3 to 5, before it would then start a slow, gradual decline, etc. This one was also a bit extra impressive because usually the thickness of the actual reservoir rock varies anywhere from a few dozen meters to a couple hundred. But like that large, enormous oil field that was discovered a few years ago in the northern Kurdish portion of Iraq, this field, offshore Brazil in this case, has a oil-bearing reservoir rock layer that is over a kilometer thick vertically. Now, in present day with offshore stuff, the fastest you can really get things up and running if you speed run the process is roughly 4 to 5 years, which has been seen with a lot of Guyana's fields, for example. So if Brazil speed runs this, they could have this one up and running by around 2030, 2031 or so. And based on everything that's been laid out already from fields already known, Brazil was or is still already on track to probably hit or peak out around 5.5 towards 2040. So adding this now in the potential, at least range of possible production levels from this one, that would see Brazil most likely having a final peak of 6 million or over 6 million barrels per day. Plus, this was still just in the same prolific offshore area that most of the oil and gas exploration has been taken in. Stuff still has yet to get up and going in the equally sized portion of Brazil's prolific offshore pre-salt shelf down to the south of this one along the southern portion of the country or off the southern portion of the coast. So we'll see what comes from that in the future as things move forward. But that's it for this short one. Thank you everybody for sticking around and listening. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already. There's hundreds of other videos across all kinds of stuff, similar and different, that you can check out if you want. PayPal, Patreon links, and everything else is all down below if you want to support me. Only do so if you actually can. There's a link to my catch channel in the top pinned comment. May God bless and protect all of you, and I will see you all around next time.